Well, I guess you know where you are, right? You're on the coaching corner, and I appreciate that. You know, we have stupid laws for stupid people. There's an actual law in Hollywood to this date that says no one can herd a head of sheep down Hollywood Boulevard at any time. It's a law, look it up, which is a pretty good idea for the things that go on in Hollywood. Today we're going to have stupid answers for stupid questions about acting. Well, not all of them are stupid, but they certainly are cliched, meaning that, you know, working in the moment, and we're going to discuss all of that today. And so we'll start with whoever wants to go first with the kind of typical cliched things that come up about acting. Anyone?
Yes, why is what we do called acting?
Why is what we do called acting? What else are you going to call it? Sheep herders? So they have to give it a name, okay? And they call it acting. But in reality, what we do is not about acting. It should be the complete opposite of acting, pretending. I mean, you should be working in, in a situation when you're on the set that you're living life. Maria.
I hear a lot of acting coaches talking about living in the moment. What do they mean by that?
And I believe that when you're working, you should always be in the moment. You say, well, what is that? Because a lot of actors will then go into this diatribe about what their objective is, what their motivation is, what they want from the other actor. If you're doing that, you're not working in the moment. I mean, the moment is the moment. I mean, it's the now. But why is that important to be in the moment? Well, what is life? Living life is moment to moment. What do you do on the set as an actor? I just referred to it. You are living life. You're not acting. You're living the experience of being in this particular situation, in this context. We call it a scene or fictional circumstances, but in reality, guys, what we're really doing is living life in these given situations, and life happens in moments. What I said 2 seconds ago in that moment could never happen again. That moment's already gone. So you're either in the moment with the other actor, meaning living life, or you're acting. You're premeditated. You're thinking about things, and then you're outside the zone. What does it mean to be outside the zone? You're no longer connected with the other actor. See, once you begin to intellectualize the work that you're doing, you're thinking. And intellectual thought in relationship to acting manipulates bad acting. They're acting in a mechanical way. It's not the mechanical entrance at CBS. It's the artist's entrance. Artists, you get that? Who else?
What is what we do called an art form?
What Modigliani and Van Gogh and Picasso and Rembrandt, why was that called an art form? Why were they called artists? Because what you bring to the work truthfully in the person that you are as a human being, no one else can do. So it's creative because you're bringing something to the work that nobody else possibly can do. There's one of our actresses in North Hollywood the other day came up to me and she was on a reading, and the casting director and the director says, try to do it again and try to do it a little Sandra Bullish. My response to that would have been, I don't do Sandra Bullock. Sandra Bullock does Sandra Bullock. Meg Ryan does Meg Ryan. Clint Eastwood does Clint Eastwood. We do what we do. That's why it's an art form, because only Clint Eastwood or Jack Nicholson, and you go right down the line with the great actors, do what they do because it's unique to them. We're not in the acting business. We're in the personality business. It's an art form because we are artists in the fact that we are like Van Gogh and Rembrandt. The difference is, instead of signing our name to a painting, our name goes in the credits. You like that? It's an art form. Anyone else?
RJ, I have a lot of friends in the business that are not studying currently. They're submitting and they're auditioning, but they don't study. And I'm just wondering if working consistently on your trade ensures you work.
No, nothing ensures you work. You can go to Harvard and graduate and get all kinds of honors and not get any work. But there are those actors that come into the business, and I mean, they outnumber the trained actors, people like you guys that work at this and study. And they got a headshot, and they've made up some resume, and most of the time it looks bad, the resume isn't done well, and they run around out there answering all these ads on Craigslist. But you're not going to learn how to act doing that. Even if you worked on a professional set, you would not learn the craft of acting because there's no one there to teach it to you. You have to already know that before you get on the set, but there's a mentality, well, I'll get a job and I'll just learn it the more I work. But what kind of work are you doing? And what is the value of the kind of acting that you're doing and the people you're doing it with? It doesn't have a value. That's why serious actors study their craft. Every business you can think of, it's required that you have training of some sort. I don't care what it is. Why would it be any different than our industry? But there is a thought process that in our industry, you get a headshot and picture and you go out and work. And I'm telling you, if I wanted to become a plumber, I'd have to be toilet trained. Till the next time, RJ Adams, we'll see you again. Bye.